This story is actually insane because when a creator apologizes after volunteers scrub literal poop out of her home and that apology becomes its own scandal, you've entered new territory.
My dog had puppies in here, so
Okay.
Animal
we picked up
feces,
the
animal
poop,
waste.
the vet, like mostly.
Okay. Her husband's taking this room.
This isn't just about messy floors or content gone wrong. It is about entitlement, public image, and what happens when I am sorry feels more like PR than remorse.
I would like to, from the bottom of my heart, apologize to Amy, Tanika, Nancy, and Jose and Keeks for everything that has been going on.
And when she says, I'm so grateful, I am so sorry, I had a little bit of a crash after losing my account, the internet doesn't hear healing. They hear
That she can sit there and
manipulation.
rage bait about the clean and like talk shit, make sneak disses, just shade these cleaners. And it backfired on her because a lot of people, including myself, were like, hold on, you're out of line. Like, what are you? You're ungrateful. How dare you? Like, what are you talking about? And now she's coming back on her platform to apologize because it didn't go the way that she thought it would. She thought more people were going to be on her side.
You guys, I was not ready for this one. Let's rewind for a second. Multiple clean TikTok creators, Amy, Tanika, Nancy, Jose, and Kix, drove out to help Amanda MCG deep clean her home for free. Not sponsored labor, not content staged for clicks. Real hands, real time, real money spent on travel, lodging, and supplies. These people walked into conditions that even professionals described as biohazard level. Trash, strong odors, and yes, animal feces across the floor where puppies had been. One cleaner even started in that room before realizing it wasn't safe, stopping midway so that Amanda's husband could finish it himself. That room, once unlivable, reportedly ended up smelling fresh. But the story doesn't stop there because when the cleaning stopped, Amanda started talking.
I got a new profile thinking, oh, well, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe the hate won't follow me. Oh my God. I'm stressed out because a lot of things need to be put back. A lot of things, I don't know where they are. I lived out of laundry baskets, so I would do laundry and then I would leave them in the laundry basket. So I have not been able to really find any of my clothes or shoes or things like that. I know I will go through everything and find it again and put everything away. Just stressed. I was a very vulnerable person and I let 5 strangers into my house and they completely flipped it upside down, and that made me very uncomfortable, and I think my feelings are valid for that. And I let 5 strangers into my house and they completely flipped it upside down, and that made me very uncomfortable. The expectation and the reality were a little different. Maybe next time we need to explain better. Hi, good morning.
When Amanda finally addressed the drama, she did not just post a short text update or comment under a video. She filmed a full-blown apology video, sitting down and reading off what sounded like the most PR-friendly version of regret TikTok has ever seen.
Okay, today I'm going to be tackling this area, but first I need to say something. I would like to, from the bottom of my heart, apologize to Amy, Tanika, Nancy, and Jose and Keeks for everything that has been going on. I did not mean to sound ungrateful. I am so grateful for this opportunity you guys have given me. It's a clean start, so I could start living a normal, healthy environment for my kids, and I am so grateful for that. And I am so sorry. I had a little bit of a crash out after losing my account and all the things. I was overwhelmed with what was left behind, and that's on me. And I'm, from the bottom of my heart, I truly, truly apologize. My intention was to not feel or sound ungrateful because I am incredibly grateful. Sorry about all the notifications. I know I can manage this and I know we can get it back together. I had a little bit of a rough patch there after losing my account and I took it out on you guys, and I am so sorry for that. I did not mean to do that, and I am so sorry. Truly, I am. I mean, I'm sure people will find a way to make this into hate, but I really hope you guys can believe me that I am truly sorry. I'm so sorry.
At first listen, it might sound okay. She's saying sorry. She's thanking them. She's acknowledging the mess. But when you listen again, the cracks start to show. Her entire apology pivots around her loss, her account, her followers, and her crush. Not the labor, not the cleaners, not the emotional toll they took on themselves to help her. Viewers immediately picked up on it. The timing felt off. It was only posted after she realized the internet had turned on her. Before the apology ever dropped, Amanda had already been posting passive-aggressive videos, hinting that the cleaners did not do enough or that things were left unfinished. In one of her now-deleted clips, she appeared upset that Amy, one of the volunteers, was making money from content about the clean. That is when the floodgates opened. People were like, hold on, you got a house cleaned that professionals estimate worth $9,000 to $18,000 US in free work. And you're mad someone filmed it? That's not ingratitude. That is delusion. Those cleaners did not just show up to tidy. They sanitized rooms that most professionals would charge hazard pay for. They filmed their work because that's their niche, their business, their livelihood. So when Amanda brought up losing her TikTok account with over 500,000 followers, the public felt like she wasn't apologizing for the right reason. She wasn't sorry for hurting people. She was sorry the apology became necessary.
How dare you? Like, what are you talking about? And now she's coming back on her platform to apologize because it didn't go the way that she thought it would. She thought more people were going to be on her side if she showed how the cleaners didn't finish the job and how they supposedly flooded their her kitchen when I guess it was her husband. So yeah, I think this apology is a crock of shit. I mean, you can take it if you wanted to, but the real reason that she truly was upset was the fact that she lost that $2,000 or that money in her original account, and she lost her 500,000 followers. So she decided to take it out on the people that came to help her, that she agreed to do content with, that she was okay with them making content, making money off of them, cleaning her house for free, mind you, free, remember that. She was okay with it until it didn't work out in her favor monetarily wise. Greed.
Amy's boundary post. Please respect service workers. This was a free cleaning. She later revealed the complaints broke her heart and confirmed she had blocked Amanda.
Amanda made a video complaining about how much she did not get done and how much the cleaners did not do for her. Amy says, please respect service workers. This was a free cleaning and this officially broke her heart. She complained and devalued every single person that came to her help. Amy also says that she cleans for compassion and that she draws the line at disrespect and has since officially blocked Amanda MCG. Not only was Amanda complaining, but she was also talking about how Amy made so much money on the content that she made at her house, which she obviously deserves because she put time, money, and effort into getting there. Not only that, but food and finding somewhere to literally stay as well. Amanda also lost her account, so I'm sure she's really upset that she's not getting any money from TikTok. And she's obviously super jealous of Amy and how much she's making off of this content of cleaning her home that she did for free, by the way.
And that is when commentary creators, people like Caroline, a professional cleaner, jumped in. Caroline explained that a biohazard level clean usually costs around $500 to $1,000 per hour, depending on the mess. And Amanda's clean easily fit that description. To put it in perspective, 18 hours of work would normally cost $9,000 to $18,000 for free. And still, Amanda complained.
I do have to give them so much credit for not saying what they really want to fucking say about Amanda's house. I have to give them so much credit for that. But you can absolutely tell, because even I have watched Amanda for 5 years and was so very shocked at the condition of her house. And I do believe that the cleaners walked into something that they did not realize they were walking into. Because of the type of hoard it was, which was trash and like fecal matter and like biohazard, it makes the price higher. So typically a biohazard clean like that would be about $1,000 an hour. We're not pricing that by square foot. I know some people would. I was never ever willing to do a hoard clean. I was offered a couple of them, but it was an absolute no for me. Actually, I did one, and it was a roach infested hoard clean, and I would never do it again. Let's just break this down. So I know Amanda was very strict with the hours that the cleaners were allowed to clean, which is absolutely ridiculous, but whatever. They were allowed to clean from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., so 6 hours a day, and I do believe they were there for 3 days. It was either 2 or 3, but we're going to go with 3. So 18 hours of hoard biohazard deep cleaning is $18,000 at the high end. We're going to say $1,000 is at the high end. At the lower end, it's $500 an hour, so about $9,000 on the lower end of a biohazard deep clean. Unfortunately, Amanda has gotten on this app and has pretty much shit on the ladies. She's very passive aggressive about it. She hasn't outright come and said it, but she did outright say something about Amy making money from the cleans. I don't know what she expected when you have a bunch of content creators who produce cleaning content coming to clean your house, and you were also a content creator. If you didn't think that they were going to make content, like that's kind of crazy to me.
The viral visual that kept circulating was the so-called poop room, a clip of a cleaner entering with gloves and a mask before stepping out mid-clean. Amanda's husband finished it himself. Later, he's seen sleeping in that same room. The footage became proof of how severe the situation really was and why the cleaners deserved gratitude and not shade.
To continue the clean because it was a biohazard, to which her husband finished it. And now he's sleeping in it.
I need you. What's up, girl? Should I be wearing a mask? There's poop over.
So I hope this clears it up.
I want you out of there. Okay.
Amanda's husband is
I want to show
sleeping
you
in the
guys
doom
what the
room.
bedrooms look like, because we've been trying our damnedest. You know, we don't make the beds because why? But this is the room that was just absolutely unlivable. And look at it now. It even smells nice. I wish there was smell-o-vision on the camera or whatever.
As the dust settled, a new theory surfaced online. Some creators started questioning whether Amanda lied about CPS visiting her home. One said, how could CPS be okay with this level of filth? Others wondered if Amanda fabricated that storyline to discourage future calls or criticism. Let's be clear. This theory remains unverified, with no direct evidence of fabrication or confirmation, but it's added another layer of tension to an already chaotic narrative. It's worth noting why this matters. When you're posting content that shows children living in a dangerous condition, viewers start worrying about their safety. So even an unconfirmed CPS story became emotionally loaded, especially when people have seen the state of the house firsthand through cleaners' footage.
Amanda MCG lied about CPS coming to her house. This is a theory, you guys, that I am starting to believe. Because how did this woman have animal feces all over a floor in one of her rooms in her home, and CPS was okay with this? I am starting to think that she did that whole CPS thing that she did for, number one, for views, and number two, so people wouldn't call because they think, okay, she has an active case, so they don't have to do anything. Seeing everything that has transpired, how she's behaved, and the actual state of her house, I find it so hard to believe that a CPS worker was there just a handful of months ago. Did anybody ever see actual proof that CPS went?
After the apology dropped, it split the internet into two. Some people said, at least she said sorry. Others said, no, she's just saving face. The apology was seen by many as performative, more about reputation than remorse. Now, community response. The comment section filled with disappointment and disbelief. Some longtime followers expressed heartbreak, saying they rooted for her recovery journey for years. Others unfollowed altogether. The consensus? You can't play victim after people literally cleaned your poop. On the other side, support for Amy and her team skyrocketed. People started following them en masse, praising them for their composure and professionalism. The slogan, Respect Service Workers, began trending again on Clean Talk. The shift was huge. Viewers were no longer amused by mess. They were outraged by mistreatment. Soon after, Amanda began posting calmer, less chaotic clips, folding laundry, finishing a small table corner, asking how to clean a Himalayan salt lamp, thanking people for sending thoughts. In one video, she sets up a stuffed animal holder with her husband, proudly saying, we're almost there. It's quieter content, reflective, routine, and for the first time, seemingly clean.
So I did want to do some amazing voiceover, but by the end of this video, I ended up getting a headache. So I think I'm just going to go lay down and hopefully the medicine will work in a little bit. I got to go pick up my kid in about an hour and a half. So I'm just probably going to sit and relax. I hope you guys enjoy this video of me finishing this corner of the table.
Some commenters applauded her effort. Others were not buying it, saying it felt like damage control disguised as growth. Here's the thing. Apologies are not just about saying sorry, they're about what you center. When you begin by mentioning your own account loss, you're centering your ego, not your impact. You're telling the world, I feel bad because my life got harder, instead of, I feel bad because I hurt people. And that is what stings here. These volunteers did not just tidy up, they literally changed her living conditions. They gave her a chance to start over in a healthy home. Imagine cleaning someone's house for free, flying out on your own dime, stepping into rooms with feces and biohazard only for that one person to later complain you did not do enough. That's not just ungrateful, that is humiliating. If Amanda's apology had focused on acknowledgement instead of explanation, it might have landed. Instead, it read like a script written for optics. What a real apology might sound like: I disrespected people who showed up for me. That was wrong. You cleaned dangerous spaces for free. You did not owe me that. I understand now that my frustration wasn't with you, it was with myself. I'm going to publicly credit you, keep my house up, and prove my words with action. That would have felt genuine. That would have shown accountability. Because the truth is, gratitude is not just about saying thank you, it's about how you behave afterward. So now we're left with one big question. Was Amanda's apology sincere or a performance to calm the storm? The internet seems divided, but the lesson is simple. Once people have seen the receipts, volunteers scrubbing filth, a biohazard level room turned livable, words alone can't clean your image. If you want redemption, you have to work for it. Keep your home clean, treat your helpers with kindness, and stop centering your own loss in other people's pain. What do you guys think? Because honestly, watching someone apologize after a free $9,000 cleaning and still make herself the victim, that's the part that truly gave me chills.